Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 116. We in the building. You ain't know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
Yeah. All right. You know how this goes already. Please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you have any branded deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. And if you are listening to this on Apple or Spotify, please 5-star and leave a review because that helps out with the algorithm. All right. Episode 116. Let's do the weekly check-ins. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm be challenging myself to get this podcast to under an hour this week just due to extraneous circumstances. So I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm cooling. How you feeling?
Oh, good. You feel me? I came back from the chiropractor. I'm gonna let that shit, bro. He did the Y strap, the whole down to the spine, bro. It's lit.
Let another man crack your back.
Oh shit! Now this gonna be like the Cam and Mace podcast. We're gonna say pause.
He worked you out. He got your back right.
I ain't gonna hold you. Pause. He did. I can't. I'm sorry. Nigga, I felt like you know that theme song. It's terrible the way you walk. I was walking down the street.
That nigga had you.
Jolly.
He sent you home singing. Oh my God, you a fish.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. That sounds bad. But anywho, we're back. Episode 116. Oh, we got some topics. There's not that much shit to talk about this week. But speaking on the first thing, we gotta get serious in the beginning before we get to the shits. Jamie Foxx, man, we sent out prayers last episode, but I don't know, man. The details about his conditions. We getting mixed signals from different places. Kevin Hart says it's airtight, but then we got blog sites such as the Jasmine brand and other places saying that the family's preparing for the worst. What's your thoughts on all of this, Slick?
To be completely honest and transparent, Jamie Foxx is one of my favorite celebrities. I think that for me, growing up, the Jamie Foxx show was essential. I know we got the Fresh Prince and Martin and all these other amazing shows that we had, but Jamie Foxx show was definitely up there for me. His comedy specials, the music, the singing. I was waiting for Jamie Foxx to drop an album for years. When he finally did Unpredictable, man, I bought it. I had the CD. What? So I still got songs from that album in my rotation to this day. And I think that
even when he did the song with Kanye, that shit still hits.
Yeah, we got Extravaganza and all of these great records. But man, it's really sad. I hope that, I know Kevin Hart said he spoke directly to the family and they're saying, he's trying to make a recovery, and we do get these conflicting reports about him, the family preparing for the worst. I just really sincerely hope that we don't lose a legend this soon. They're saying it seems like could have been high blood pressure or blood pressure related in that sense. I just, he's
a workaholic.
Absolutely. And I think as a fan of his, it's just like, you don't want to see your heroes go out like that. He's, he has a couple movies still lined up. We never even get that Tyson movie yet. I'm still waiting. I need that Jamie Foxx, old school covers. I think when you think about music tributes in R&B in the soul world, Jamie Foxx, no matter who you give him to do, he rips that shit, man. So I think that's one of the, we're at the age where we're starting to see our heroes and our family members get old and we're losing them. And I think that's one where it's like, it's going to suck. Because I think for my admiration of people, Jamie Foxx is one of my heroes. So I definitely am taking this one a little bit harsh if it is what the media is trying to say it is. I want to respect his family's privacy, but also do want to send well wishes and healing energy, because that Jamie Foxx is a legend in our community, and not just in the black community, but I think the fact that his talents are, seen and throughout the world. We know he's up there in the echelon of entertainers. He does things that in all realms that people can't do. And he does them all exceptionally well.
And the thing about what he does also, he provides platforms for a lot of people. Like, one of the running jokes for everybody is like, you're not really in Hollywood until you went to Jamie Foxx party, and he like interacts with all the upcoming stars. You know, Ed Sheeran, he let Ed Sheeran sleep on his couch for like a month or two while he got, you know, his shit together in LA, and he did that for multiple people. Was always giving out handout to everyone, you know, spreading the connection and networking. So yeah, I agree with the sentiments that you said too. Like, he's like, when you go down his like, he's been in this shit for at least 3 decades.
Some more than that.
He's been working for at least 3 decades on TV shows, music, movies. Like, Ray is still one of the best autobiography types of movies about a famous person that I ever seen. You feel me? So just more prayers to him. You feel me? Love you, Jamie. Now, on to other news. All right. Tory Lanez was denied a new trial of the case, and his sentences is in June. What's your thoughts on this?
I didn't think he was going to get a new case. I think that the way that he handled it, like, again, he had created a lot of discontent on the internet. A lot of people, some people saying he did it, some people saying he didn't. I know we were split at times. I think that at the time, the way he didn't show remorse, you got to think about it. When you're pleading for a new case, you're looking at evidence and also looking at remorse. And he wasn't really remorseful in the entire sentencing. So I'm not surprised that he didn't receive that opportunity to become, to get that new trial and hopefully, get his sentence reduced. But at the same point, it's like, it's part of it's the court system. Like, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Like, whatever happened, you had one chance to make a public impression of what you were going to do and what happened, And especially after that tape came out, it was like, there's enough evidence proving that you did some fucked up shit on the night in question. So it's like, you're fucked.
Yeah, and then just the quote that he said, "I could be your son, I could be your brother." You just hear that, and it's kind of like, damn, another person's life ruined by the sentence, and he's facing over 20 years. I think it was 22 years potentially depending on his sentence. So it's just sad, you feel me? And also, I just want to send out healing energy to Megan Thee Stallion too, because it's kind of like she's still traumatized by that situation. And also, once again, he got convicted of a firearm and stuff like that. It wasn't actual the shooting, but so that's probably why he probably got denied. But yeah, it's just sad that. Now, Slick, not to the shits and giggles now. I ain't gonna lie. Janelle Monae.
Put some respect on her name and her ditties.
I'm after that video of her playing the guitar and stepping out that pool, all the respect. I ain't gonna lie. First, I seen it when she was dancing on the table at the Met Gala. I was like, God damn, she got all that body. And she was hiding it under that tux all them damn years.
Girls that with style like that, they be holding that shit. That shit be
it's like she got that Tiana Taylor effect. When Tiana was dressing like a boy, niggas didn't know she had a body like that until she came out, and it was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I got hell for saying I would fuck Tiana Taylor back in the day. I was like, yo, I'm knocking it down. They was like, what? I think this is when 7 came out, her debut album. And I was like, yeah, nah. I seen the cover art. I remember. She had some pictures leaked a couple years ago. I was like, Tiana the one.
Shout out to Brandon Jennings.
Yeah, that's like Tiana the one. And everybody was like, what? She like a pit bull. I was like, yeah, nigga. Look at her now.
Mm-hmm.
But
so Janelle.
Nah, and the video came
Titties
out.
Was titty.
The video. You ain't see the video for the song? The video.
Yeah, I saw it coming out the pool.
No. The official video dropped today before we started recording, and it's her letting girls rub on her and kiss on her neck and stuff, and there's booty everywhere, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. You might want to watch that in your off.
Okay, we're gonna have to end this podcast early. I got some things we gotta do.
All right, horny man.
Shout out to Janelle Monae. All right, on to sports. NBA playoffs, man. Oh man, we giving an update into the finals, but bro, this shit is so crazy. AD Lakers were supposed to close this shit out. The Knicks is over here playing games with us. Bro, shit going left field over here, bro.
This is the most wide open NBA playoff since the bubble. If we keep it in a stack. Because the team you thought was going to win, the Bucks is out in the first round. It's a good chance the Celtics lose tonight. Fucking the Heat, I don't know what's happening. The Knicks is on their last leg trying to fight to get to a game 7. The Warriors and Lakers series is what you expect it to be. You get knockouts, you get blowouts, you get star performances. So What am I missing? A series? Denver and Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix is down 2 starters tonight. No Chris Paul, no Ayton. So it's like shit. Denver should win, but then
Ayton playing like Roy Hibbert.
If he's playing like Roy Hibbert, the series would be tied. We'll be tied going after tonight. Roy Hibbert was a defensive stopper. Ayton is playing like a nigga that don't want to be there. Jordan Poole is playing like a nigga that don't want to be there. He had a decent game last night, but he's not playing like what you would expect $120 million to look like. It's a lot of storylines in this NBA playoffs. You know, I don't know, man. I was just on the game. They was like, yo, there would be some wild shit. The NBA, the script says we having 4 Game 7s. Imagine that, 4 Game 7s to get to the conference finals. I'd take it. I'd love it.
Yeah.
Because you got
is there any like Olympics or Summer Games type shit in June or so?
Nah, not this year.
Oh, okay, so yeah, nigga, give us the Game 7s then.
I'm also let the refs call, because the refs was definitely the Knicks. They didn't get called. I mean, I'm glad they didn't. They got called for no 8 seconds last night. Them niggas, I was like, y'all trying to throw this motherfucker away. I was sitting here crying. I got mad money on this shit. Y'all niggas breaking my heart.
Hey, yo, I saw you tweeted out, yo, it's hard living with a Heat fan. Somebody come help me.
Nigga, my life is hell. My life is hell right now in the house. I'm real talk. I ain't get transparent in the opening. Yo, she just wakes up. And this one says it's a parade in my city. She just over here. She just walks by me and like 3-1, 3-1. I was like, bitch, I'll kill you dead. I'm just like,
Knicks. I ain't gonna lie. Randall got to get out. I'm sorry. I love you, Randall. You do a lot for niggas. You fuck with niggas podcasts. I fuck with you, but it's too many times in the playoffs, my nigga, you disappear, my guy. Give your paycheck to Brunson, because Brunson is holding it down for us. G.
RJ low key too. Honestly, know what it is? We got redundant ass niggas. And the Knicks, I'm not going front. Julius, 2-time All NBA, 2-time All Star. Holds in the regular season, he gets us there. Let's keep it a stat. Let's not discredit him in that. When it comes to the playoffs, his game does not elevate. He gives you his best in the regular season. I know he's coming off the ankle injury. You see it in Obi's minutes. Now, game 1, we saw. Obi was not the answer for starting a full 37-minute playoff game. They didn't have the sets to run. Miami had the personnel to neutralize him. Cool. But when Obi comes in after Julius, you see how the spacing, because Obi on offense, if he's not pick and rolling for a dunk, he's at the 3-point line. So that gives space to Brunson and RJ to work. So it's like, if you're going to move, say, and a Julius, here's the trade I would do. Julius Randle and some picks for Karl Anthony Towns. Hear me out. Wow. If need be, because if you're not playing Cat at power forward, you might have to trade Mitchell Robinson to a third team, and you get back a forward. You know, because you're not going to play Cat and Obi together, right? So you're not going to play Cat and Obi together, and then you're just like, nigga, we have no interior defense. But you could put Obi and Mitch together and possibly go get another forward that can play some defense, rotate around. Cat as a rim defender, that's fine. That's perfect. And you get somebody that can make some threes. You can play 5 out. RJ could be the person you got working all the Randall spots. It could work. And even if it don't work, I think we plateau where we're at. This is a perfect storm, which is why I think Knicks fans are so frustrated if we lose this series, because the East is wide open. The 4 teams remaining, the only team we don't want to see is Philly. We have no answer for Philly. But we could beat Boston. We beat Boston all season. So, I don't know, man.
I agree with you. Now, just sticking on NBA news, John Morant talking about it's a parade inside the city. My nigga just lost out on some M's for not making the All NBA team. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on the All NBA teams in general? Do you think they did well?
I think that I agree with a lot of people that said the All NBA team. Y'all familiar? The All NBA first team was Shai Gilgeous. Shout out to him. Luka, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid. All NBA second was Jimmy Butler, Jokic, Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, and Jaylen Brown. Shout out to him. All NBA third team was what? Donovan Mitchell was on second team. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And you got third team was Damian Lillard, LeBron James. Don't get me the line. Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox, and I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing?
So it was De'Aaron Fox, Damian Lillard, LeBron James, Julius Randle,
my
and
fault.
Sabonis.
All right, so I did that off the top of my head. I was missing one person, and I shouted them out earlier, so I'm not bad. But I think that with the new rules coming in, they wanted to. I don't think LeBron should have made it. He put up crazy numbers. Listen to my point. a lot of guys, like 6 guys made it, and they just made the rule, like you play under 65 games, you can't be on these shits, right? So already him and Steph wouldn't have made it. So you're saying because of our aging veterans, I think that they wanted to reward a lot of guys who probably, based on the history of the last 3 or 4 years, won't probably get a chance to make All NBA again. So you give it to LeBron, you give it to Steph, you give it to, I think it was like 3 other people that didn't play 65 games, right? But then also, I was like, they rewarded.
I'll take Damian Lillard off. Damian Lillard this season.
I was going to get there. Historically, he had one of the greatest shooting seasons of any guard ever, but didn't make the playoffs. We have 2 people on NBA on first team that didn't make the playoffs. So I think that's, if we're talking about winning, some guys should be elevated. Maybe Donovan Mitchell should have been up there. Shea should have been at 2. Luka, for as great as he was this season, didn't win. Should have probably been dropped down to 2nd. Like, stats or stats. Like, but it's like, at the same point, what are the results? There are guys that are winning where you say, hey, I'm going to show you love. You know? And even in Dame's case, you average 32, but a guy like Brunson averaged 25, got a team to the playoffs, got a chance to go to the conference final, even though it's a slim chance, right? So I think that's just what you got to look at. I think that the awards are what they are. We know a lot of times it's subjective. It's not like there's now that there's official criteria for games played and stuff. We're going to see a lot of new names get opportunities, and a lot of our aging heroes are phasing out. They'll be retiring. So, man, we'll see what it's looking like. But I'm not necessarily mad at it. I just feel like, some guys, it was definitely production over, results.
Yeah. I mean, I was far. I ain't gonna lie. I saw the all defensive team, and I ain't gonna lie. How Dylan Brooks made the 2nd team and got kicked off his team. That's crazy.
But remember, it's not about what you did in the playoffs, but what you did in the regular season. Memphis had one of the top 7 defensive ratings in the league. That's me off the top of the dome. He's their perimeter defender. It's him and Jaren Jackson and Steven Adams. So you're not scoring at the rim. You're not getting defensive rebounds because Steven Adams is there. And then on the perimeter, he's making your life hell. I think he was top 10 in like opponent field goal percentage for guards he guarded. So he does what he has to do. It's just the same percentage he's holding his opponents to. That's the same shit he's shooting. So it's like it's a net zero.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people was advocating for AD. AD didn't play that much this season. He definitely wasn't eligible. Now, if they did playoffs, all NBA team, he's definitely number 1, first team.
But that's the thing. Like, you can't play AD wouldn't play this in the regular season because the regular season is so much faster. So
yeah. All right. Now, before we exit our sports news, speaking of Jordan Poole, did you know this guy spent $500,000 on a date with Ice Spice?
He hit.
Nigga, he better hit.
No. Did he hit? If he didn't hit, all right. Well, that's some young nigga problems.
I mean, when you up 100, how many? What's his contract?
It ain't start yet. He don't get that. It don't start till the fall. It starts in the next season.
Imagine you spent that much on Shorty and she didn't even let you take a whiff of the coochie, my nigga. You'd be sick.
I mean, to be PC, no, because women can choose.
He gonna leave me out here like that.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But at the same point, I'm like, you paying for pussy. Hey, you paying for the chance. I'm like, was she checking for you? I get it as a young nigga. She's up. She's coming up. His star.
You know the Jordan Poole effect, though. You know my nigga go crazy. She showed up to courtside of the game. My nigga start going crazy, start jacking up threes from half court.
Have we seen her at any other game since? For him, that's a poor investment. I want to know who Kim K is seeing. She been at every Laker game, bro.
You know she's supporting her brother-in-law, Tristan. You know that's the excuse that she uses. You feel me?
Somebody knocking that shit down.
All right, now on to entertainment news. Freddie Gibbs, or should I say Spready Gibbs?
Bro, that's the saddest thread. Oh my God, that is the saddest thread.
This is what I be talking about, Slick. I don't want to go on my whole rhetoric or rant, but this is why, fellas, don't tell your girl anything and don't be very open with your shorty, because for her to sit here and talk about you was over here spreading your asshole and sending pics, like you was literally spread cheeks showing that shit to her, bro. This is why you can't be vulnerable with women. This is exactly why you can't be vulnerable with women, yo.
That's some wild shit. I read the thread. Shorty, what's crazy? Normally, I hear about this shit first. Shorty sent me this. She's like, "Yo, you heard about Freddie Gibbs?" I'm like, "How do you know? Why do you know who Freddie Gibbs is?" she said, "Nah, read the thread." I read that shit and at first like, "Oh, this shit regular." Like, oh.
So just a quick synopsis. You know, Freddie Gibbs was dating a woman. You know,
Fit Mommy, right? That's her name.
Fit Mommy. You know, she's part of the adult entertainment industry. He knew that already. He accepted that. So she got pregnant. And apparently they had a falling out, and you know they kindly stopped talking. So after a while, she just went on Twitter and did a whole thread about him and a little overview of their relationship.
But also, you got to throw in the context. It wasn't like she just slipped. They were like in a relationship. It wasn't like they was just fucking.
Relationship. And ain't no situationship.
There was evidence, like he's claimed her in interviews and in his beef with Benny the Butcher. And
yeah, she was fighting niggas when he got jumped in Buffalo.
And there was receipts of him asking her to have his baby. So let's keep it a stack. Right?
Yep.
And then, you know, apparently when she finally they did conceive a child, my man went ghost. He went ghost mode.
And now, I ain't gonna lie, DJ, I put this on here because DJ Academic, so that nigga is petty. So like we said, she's currently pregnant and she's currently part of the adult industry, and she just recently did an episode of Bang Bros while pregnant. And DJ Academic's been beefing with Freddie Gibbs over the last few years, and he wanted to tell Freddie Gibbs he won because he showed a screenshot of her on the Bang Bros truck. I ain't gonna lie, that's a checkmate, my nigga. That's a checkmate.
I mean, is it? Because, you know, that we knew his girl was...
Your baby had white peen bumping his head. He gonna have a knot.
I mean, I was about to say, that was too much information. I was about to say, because there definitely are other videos of her doing other wild shit in her adult film.
Pregnant?
I don't know if she's pregnant. But I'm just saying, she's pregnant, yeah, but they also fell off. Like, Freddie Gibbs, I went on his Twitter to see if he even made mention of this, and he hasn't said it. He hasn't really.
Nah, he just blocked her. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I respect him. He ain't doing the back and forth. He just blocked her. She saw the screenshot of, "Oh, did I touch a nerve?" Hell yeah, you called me Freddie Gibbs. You told niggas that I spread my asshole out for you. What am I supposed to say to that?
Also, from the female perspective, you gotta also acknowledge the fact that, yo, if you ask the shorty to have your baby and then she finally get pregnant and then you go ghost, nigga, be prepared for war. You gotta think about every fuck shit you ever did. Like, did she touch?
She's very, and her emotional levels are high.
Yeah, so you was whatever you did, you should have known that shit. I didn't think it was gonna go this far, but you should have known it was gonna come out. Be happy it wasn't Academics fucking her while pregnant, because then he would have won.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. But niggas having the hashtag Freddie Gibbs trending. That's tough. That's tough. My niggas out here being transparent with a woman is a myth. Don't do it.
Stop scaring the people. Just make sure if you want to be on some freaky shit, make sure you're not planning on leaving. Don't leave on no fuck shit. Leave like a man.
You know that. You know what? I take my shit back. I 100% agree. Once you up your level of freakness with shorty, you better treat her, worship her,
treat her like a lady. You gotta be a man about it. Just be a man about it.
Real quick before we get into the big stuff that I want to talk about. Shout out to Halle Bailey. Halle Bailey. Oh, I can't pronounce her name.
Halle Bailey. And the Little Mermaid. She had the red carpet for that, and just seeing a lot of young Black girls showing support, wearing shirts, and just what the representation of that is a beautiful thing to see. Usually I'm not a fan of when they try to take something that's already been made and kind of switch it up, but I 100% support this. That's because you don't like change.
Yeah. Huh?
That's because you don't like change.
No, I know my whole thing about it real quick. I just create new IPs. You know what I mean? Just create something new for them. It's like when you try to take Superman and then try to make him part of the LGBT community. I'm like, just make a LGBTQ
superhero.
Hero. That's it. Just make a new one. That's my only problem with it. Yeah, I have no problem with that whole stuff.
They made every sidekick gay. That shit was wild.
That's what my whole thing. I'm just like, yo, just create someone new. Just create gay man or something like that. You feel me?
You're trying to get canceled.
Don't sit here switch it.
You're trying to get us fucking canceled, dog.
Ain't June yet. But yeah, shout out to Halle Berry. Like, she's great. She's wonderful, and just seeing her interview on the red carpet for it was just very inspirational. And I know a lot of young Black girls is going to be inspired to be like her, or to just more representation in this industry. So I just wanted to give
that's
appreciation for that.
If everybody that's making fun of Kyla Pratt at the premiere, leave her alone. That's everybody baby mother. We remember her from 101 and Love and Basketball and all of them. Come on, don't stop doing her like that. She was chilling.
And also, if DDG had been seeing the first Little Mermaid, he's a young nigga. Leave him alone.
I'm about to say, yeah, they don't even make tapes no more. He had tapes when he was younger. Ain't he like 22 or something like that?
I think he's like 24, 25.
Oh, they wasn't really watching tapes like that. We had to watch
the shit came out in 93. So I'm just like, nigga, come on.
Yeah, that's some wild shit. You had to
but that's her man, so they taking any chance to clown him
because he was cheating.
They always think, yeah,
because he was cheating. Once you cheat, your girl takes you back. You were open to every piece of slander. It's not like it's like, boy, if your girl cheat on you, you gotta take it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, huh?
All right. I just want to put out here, stop playing with Chris Brown. Let Chris Brown live, bro. My nigga can't even have a birthday, and I'm not even a Chris Brown fan like that. You feel me? But I could see when y'all picking on niggas, bro. Y'all are picking on this nigga, even on his birthday, my nigga. Leave him be. Like, apparently, it was reported, it doesn't look like they actually fought. They probably had like a slight altercation, but yeah, they saying that he got into it with Tiana Taylor. Usher was trying to stop him, and then they went to the back, and apparently his crew jumped Usher, but he still performed at the festival. And Tiana Taylor was still turning up to his music, so it didn't look like it. And then apparently during that whole festival, there was something in the background that happened, and he got into like a little screaming match. But it turns out that he was just telling people to move away. His daughter is over here. Leave my nigga alone.
I hope they didn't fight. It definitely didn't look like it. Usher definitely did. There was no comment. There was no immediate like, yo, y'all tripping. This didn't happen type shit. So something probably did happen. Not to that hopefully not to that extent, because those are two of my favorite artists. So I was like, damn, who shot him on? Hope niggas wasn't really wilding like that, because the story was crazy. It's like Chris Brown was mad at Tiana Taylor for backing out of the American Music Awards performance and was telling her to leave his party. And anyway, he was a cokehead, and Usher tried to break it up, and then them niggas got to scrapping in the back.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas calling Chris Brown Cocaine Bear is hilarious. Niggas calling him Cocaine Bear.
You better support your light-skinned brethren and relax.
Nah, nigga, I'm supporting Usher. You feel me? Even though he stopped claiming Haitian, I'm supporting my fake Haitian brother.
Man, I'm just happy.
Any nigga with a last name named Raymond, I ain't gonna lie, you Haitian nigga. We adopted you already.
Usher Raymond the Fourth.
You feel me? All right, this last one, but I'm not. You know what? I called Slick about this the other day and had a whole lot of rant about this, but I'm not going to do that this episode. You feel me? But Eboni Williams responded. You want to load the clip up real quick?
Not preferably.
Eboni Williams responded to all the backlash she got for "Would you date a bus driver?" stuff, and like I said the last episode, I didn't disagree with her because that was her individual preference. But I have a huge issue with her response because not only she put it on black men, but she also tried to frame it in a way to absolve her of blame when it was just your individual purpose. Slick, you want to play it?
Comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us. Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning Black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But
Damn.
Bro,
She said niggas is dumb.
underclass. Mind you, just 3 years ago, Slick, these were the essential workers. Congratulations, praising them for helping us out during the whole pandemic. Now, same type of people are helping white supremacy with underclassmen. What's your thoughts, Slick?
I can't go that far with it. I'm gonna say
I'm going.
nah, because I think that's two different conversations. I think what she's trying to say is that as a community, we try to. I don't want to say we glorify, but we have glorified doing things that other communities probably wouldn't. So you say like those simple jobs, we want praise for doing things that we kind of should. And I think that what she's trying to say is that, you can have aspirations. Is it as a man, is it like, if I'm coming to you with what I have and you tell me I don't qualify because of my occupation, you're not thinking about me as a person, absolutely, that's going to rub me the wrong way. But at the same point, I think when you're having that conversation versus, you won't fuck with a bus driver, like you won't fuck with me because you're this and that. I think those are two different arguments, right? Or we were just getting love for being these like 3 years ago, and now it's like I'm not good enough for you. That's your preference, right? It's defensive, and I think that there's a conversation to be had. And keep it to be fully transparent. Me and Shorty had a conversation about this the week. It was like, when we think about Black men and Black women, like why is there such not a disconnect, but there's ideas of like, why is it hard for us to love each other, right? In general. And there's a lot of barriers.
I think it's a whole giant conspiracy, which I don't want to get us caught by the Illuminati. How they try to separate the house so they can tax us and gain more income, because that is what it is. To be honest with you, if you really want to get into the whole conspiracy theory, the government and the rich make more money when you're not a family. Absolutely, and we know because now not only women are getting more jobs, but you can tax them heavy. Yeah. So it's no longer really it's still a race thing. It's still race on the line, and race, discrimination, all that will be in American history. Is more so upper class versus the rest. You're right. Sort of but there are socioeconomic factors, but there are also just things that we grew up learning. Because of those factors, because of the things that our previous generation got, we have the trauma. I was telling us, like, as a man, you're growing up. If you're raised, especially in this era, if you was raised by a single mother, you're raised to, all right, treat this woman well, treat women with respect, be emotional, be these things, right? If your mother was really about it, a lot of women are taught, be independent. You don't need this person. So we're coming like, here, let me give you this, and they're coming with, I don't need this, I want this, but I don't need this. So it's like there's a disconnect. And it's like, I agree. So I think that when you hear something like this, like, hey, as a Black man, I've been taught you got to provide for your family. We haven't seen a lot of that. But the idea is like, you got to get to a place where you're making enough money to take care. And we always talk about you can't a one person income, things like that. We have these conversations all the time on this podcast. Yes. But you're supposed to be able to provide for your partner. And I think what provision is, it went from house, food, whatever for men, and it became a bag, a trip, a car, a lifestyle, provide you a lifestyle that is not realistic to the situation, right? And that's on the male standpoint. And from the women's standpoint, it's like, well, men have been dogs forever, right? Men have always, no, you're getting upset. But listen, from a female standpoint, and we're Black men who were raised by Black women, friends with a lot of Black women, have conversations with Black women. There's been a lot of conversation about how. Can I interject one? Just one time. You say something beautiful, and I agree with 90% of what you're saying. 90%, 100%. I ain't even finished saying it. How you going to interject when I ain't finished saying it? I have a problem with that part. Why? Is it not true? It also applies to men too. It's just it's the social media. Everybody is sheep following the herd. It's sheep following the herd, because you hear this rhetoric from both sides. Oh, women ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. When you actually look at the statistics and you actually gather the data, you know that shit's a lie. And it's not really what is being portrayed on social media. So you just got people seeing this, regurgitating these things when they don't even have the they don't even do the proper research about it. That's my only problem. Is like y'all say these things, and it feels like every few months is a new word that it gets out that everybody, oh yeah, that happened. When you actually really look at it and do the actual data and stuff like that, you realize it's not really what is really going on. But go ahead.
You said social media. Social media been around for what, 15 years? We've had 30 plus years, more than 3 decades of time, maybe almost even more than 4 possibly in some situations, of men ain't shit. Papa was a Rolling Stone. The idea that, a man's going to have a side piece because, the power that comes with being head of household, right? I'm not saying these are true, but these are the stereotypes that have been out there. So you're raising men, women are raising men to be without strong male figures. Let's keep it at that. There aren't a lot of role. If you're lucky, you have your father, you might have grandfather, uncles. If you have consistent male figures in your life that are great examples, you're lucky. We know how lucky you are in our community, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of it is like primary time is spent with women. So they're gonna put you on game about what they would like to see a man grow up to be. You're gonna be instilled in that, right? And again, we're going back to the idea of the woman. It's like, all right, if you're raising a woman, men are going shit. Always get yours. Always protect yourself because these niggas ain't shit. They're gonna grow up. They gonna, as good as he might see, he might dog you out. You need to be able to do your own thing. Use these men to get what you want. That is going to be, there's both counterproductive. It's been around prior to social media. Social media has a problem now. It's regurgitating because now what happens? Niggas don't watch TV. Niggas don't watch movies.
But also with that, there's been reports of how back in the days before social media, of how just magazines and other places like yo, I was just watching, I forgot this YouTuber he's like a YouTuber who debunks like myths or just give a background. He got glasses, he's a white dude, about engagements. Like literally engagement rings started like really probably like the 1930s, 1940s type of shit. It hasn't been around that often to give your person an engagement ring, and the whole idea of 6 months of your salary for engagement. That's something that was news as a company back then, as for propaganda, to gather money. So it's like, it's influence. So it's not necessarily true. It's what's being portrayed and what's being digested by the community.
But if everybody,
and that's why I'm advocating people to actually,
how are you going to undo
do their research? Actually, really look at these data.
How many times do you do research about women before you date them? Let me ask that question. You ask people to do something that.
I get whole facts all the time. That's why I don't be in that many relationships.
It's not whole facts. How many are you going to research statistics and go to, hey babe, so I want to go on a date with you. I want to date you, but statistically speaking, our relationship should work as long as we don't, we cut off social. Like, that's not a realistic thing. People are coming in with,
but you do investments though. You do investments with dates. I mean, it's just that's dating. For guys, it's just a financial risk when you do the investment dating wise.
And that's the thing, you're gonna take the risk. But at the same point, money is money. We're talking about people who have been conditioned to have their viewpoints and what they think work. We talk about the lover boy versus the party girl, right? Lover boy is trying to go out and do all these things for this woman. She's like, it's cool, but I got the other niggas trying to buy me this shit and take me these places, right? So I might like you, but they're providing value. So it's like they want women. A lot of women want value. A lot of niggas want love, and it's like, I can't get love. Guess it. I'm gonna get pussy. I'm gonna get quantity. I'm gonna get love from a lot of different places, right? It's all a disconnect. And coming now when topics like Miss Williams circling it back around when he tied it back together. But she says something like, "Oh, I don't want the bus driver. I want this." Like, cause it's like, yo, you want a black man. She's basically saying she wants her partner to be in a position where he's not stuck at these limits. And a lot of people felt like, indiscriminately, what they're doing was great. And she's basically said we could do better. That's why I'm saying.
So now I agree. I agree with that. But I'm saying for her, it's her being out of touch with reality. It's her being in a certain level where she don't even understand.
It was her reality
or the salary. But now, like I said before, that being her individual preference, 100% agree. Like I said last episode, due to her lifestyle, due to the circles that she's in, I can see why she want that aesthetic and want that type of individual. But let's be real. At least in New York City, I'm only limited to New York City because that's the only thing I know. Bus drivers make bread, and they're not limited whatsoever. And the thing about it, overall, this whole stuff that just gets me upset, and with her, is they're missing the most important part of what Ivana was saying. She said to focus on the man's character and heart. That's what she was She wasn't even really trying to harp on the bus driver. She was just trying to say, do not look at the man's occupation as to sum him up and to sum who he is. Yeah. Look at the man's character and heart and see if he treats his mother right, if he treats the people around him good.
Yeah.
That's when you know you have a good man, because that's what Eboni Williams was initially asking about. But everybody just drilled into the bus driver, and then I'm over here. One of my first jobs was working. Shout out to the Seagate Beach Club. It was a private beach club in Coney Island. Majority of the white people that worked there worked for the MTA operators, and they was able to have money, support their family, send their kids to a beach club the whole summer off their salary. And those cabanas was not cheap, because I used to sell them shits for them, and it was possibly $6,000-7,000 yearly that they had to give up. So that's why I'm also upset with her with the bus driver comment, because I'm like, yo, you're in a whole different stratosphere. You with niggas who's making millions and stuff like that, not knowing the bus drivers in certain areas are the top dogs in the areas, and they're making a good financial gain.
Is it fair to say that the question should have never been posed to her?
But no. I don't. That fair? You could say that, but that wasn't Ivana's. Ivana was trying to show her. You're focusing primarily on the aesthetic, his status of his job, instead of his actual character, and that's where women are selecting wrong candidates, because you're going strictly for
value,
the guys. Yeah, for value, instead of actually, does he treat people around good? Does he has a good relationship with his mom? Does he know what it is to protect and provide, not with financial gain, but also with the mindset and how he goes about things? That's what she was trying to harp on. She just kind of, I think social media just harped on the bus driver, but that wasn't the main part of the question.
So we shouldn't be mad at
and that's why. And then, but my problem with Eboni is not only because it was never about black bus drivers, it was just about bus drivers in general. But now, in response of the clapback from social media, you're focusing on black men and try to use it as an extension of black men, when the primary conversation wasn't about black men.
But black men responded. So if you were
no, everybody else responded too.
But it was
that's why I'm saying you're focusing on black men, and that's what the problem is. Because now being a bus driver might not be good for you, but in certain households, in certain communities, especially in New York City, will do wonders for a lot of families.
But again, a lot of the social media rhetoric was between black men and black women, and as a black woman who was probably being torn down by black men, she responded, right or wrong. That's what I get it. I get the frustration, but I think that at a point she answered a question, and she articulated what she was trying to say. But at the same point, it's like, as black men, you don't want to hear that what I'm doing is not good enough when I'm putting my effort into that. We're not millionaires. We're not making the money that to talk to that young lady, but we understand our value, and I think a lot of the women around us in our lives see our value. I think that's something that you have to hang your hat on. And also, social media ain't real, so niggas is going to talk shit in many cases.
That's a fact.
That's why.
And black people are not a monolith. I want to say that also. Hey, there's good black folks, there's bad black folks, there's decent black folks, there's all spectrum of black folks. One thing I don't like that social media does is try to make sure every black person is perfect and we shouldn't do no wrong, or we can't do no wrong. Yes, there are bad fellas out there, ladies and gentlemen, and fellas. There's bad women. Hey, man, you just got some people that are in different spaces in their life. They might not be bad their whole life. Some might be bad their whole life. Some might grow and understand their wrongs. But stop using black people as a monolith in everything, and we got to be this perfect individual. I understand it's hard to be black, and we have to work double, triple as much as our counterparts, but that doesn't mean that we are imperfect people. No matter what your religion is, most religion follow the stance of we are imperfect people. Believe in that. Okay. To our song of the week now. If you're listening to this on YouTube, please exit and go to one of your favorite streaming platforms, whether that is Stitcher, Apple, Spotify, and Slick. I didn't know this, but we on Pandora. So hey, if you're listening on Pandora, you can find us there too.
Damn.
All right. All right, so that was our song of the week. You can listen to our previous song of the week on our Apple Music playlist or our Spotify music playlist, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick Drop It.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
Fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. All right. This week, we are joined by a special co-host today. You feel me? Fresh on the podcast scene. We got A Boogie with the good coochie in the building. Clap it up for her. And not to be confused with A Boogie with the hoodie. What you got to say to the people, A Boogie?
I did not approve of this name, but it's nice to be here.
Thank you for joining us. You know, this is your first time being on the podcast, correct?
Yeah, complete first time.
All right, so, you know, this is the toxic service announcement. This is a safe space to be toxic. This is a cool, no judgment zone. And today we got a couple of topics that we're going to talk about today. All right. So, Slick, are you familiar with something called boyfriend air?
I think the audience knows I'm not familiar with anything about this topic. I never know what this shit is till you tell me about it 10 minutes before.
All right. You want to play the sound so we could get a proper definition?
Let's go.
Boyfriend air is a theory that centers around how being in the presence of a boyfriend or a male partner affects the hygiene and presentability of their female partner.
I feel like if I would like sleep at my boyfriend's for like a day, 2 days, 2 nights, whatever, I would turn into this like monster.
Is it because they're dirty?
I think like they let off this like humid air.
Boyfriend air
right,
is a
cut it
theory
off
that
now.
centers around.
What the fuck?
All right.
What in the Caucasian bullshit are you have us talking about? This is why everybody thinks you fuck white with me, because you pull up shit like this.
Nigga, we need topics for the show. We got to go keep talking about red pill shit all the goddamn time. All right. So, have you noticed, Slick, when you was with your girl, that after a day or two, she started looking dusty?
No. You mean she looks comfortable? Like she just wakes up from naps and such? Possibly, but that's some wild shit, dog.
A Boogie, you've been around a nigga before for a duration, at least for 48 hours, correct?
Wow. Okay.
Have your appearance changed around him?
Oh. No, I don't think so.
Not your hair didn't poof up. You look like you just spent a human day in Jamaica or some shit.
You see, this is why you're kind of toxic. Okay?
Oh my good lord, we're not talking about this right now.
I'm sorry, I had to say toxic because just because a girl is comfortable to not wear makeup or like make sure her hair is done or her edges are laid or whatever does not mean that she's getting boyfriend air. And
so you telling me like if you and your man sleeping on the same bed, you don't wake up 10 minutes early just to spoots on, look a little cute, and then go right and rush back to the bed to look a little decent?
That's a real thing?
Some girls do that when they want to impress the guy in the beginning. When you do the first sleepover, a shorty might wake up 5 minutes before, you know, brush up a little lip gloss. So when he sees her, when he first wake up, oh shit, she beautiful and stuff.
Yeah, because we wake up with lip gloss on.
Bro,
So no, that's a no.
It's a no. I think like I don't know. I feel like you're conflating being comfortable with like being crusty.
I didn't just make this up. Y'all made this term up.
Who
We didn't make this
white
term
women?
up.
White.
You found it on the internet.
It's on
All right,
TikTok.
let's dispel this notion. Nah, let's give
Your
it this.
TikTok is curated to what you look for. You was looking for that.
Nah. So boyfriend air, right? I think again it's conflated with comfort. Because when you're comfortable with somebody, you're not saying you don't keep yourself up, but I think it's just like, all right, she got her bonnet on, I got my do-rag on, we chilling. I might be a little ashy. I ain't lotion up all the way. Like that's probably what you might be talking about. That's not a bad thing at all. It's comfortable. You want your shorty to be comfortable with you. That's how you get to that what is it? The booty shorts and the sports bra combination. That shit elite. That's elite work.
So I just asked her that. So it's like, have you ever had a girl like wake up a little early, look a little better, when spoots herself up a little bit, probably flush the hair a little bit.
Nah.
You feel me? Wipe the crust out the eye, the eye booger, nothing.
Shit, no. If anybody's listening to name that, I'm like, because once if I'm kicking it with you, legitimately at that point we comfortable. So I feel like once we're comfortable conversation wise, it's a lot easier to be like, yo, let's hang out. You could be comfortable. You could wear your little baggy ass t-shirt. You know, you could wear them big ass sweatpants. Like I don't put the hair in a ponytail. I've never been with a girl that like tried to wake up before me to look nicer, unless it was like on some, you know, it's my birthday, she putting on that lingerie. But in real average terms, you're probably not getting that from in my estimation. I've heard stories of girls that like would not let men see them without makeup and none of that stuff, but I don't think I've ever experienced that.
All right, now switching on to topic, because obviously boyfriend air is not something
that was a
us
dub.
people with melanin skin partake in. Bush League. Speaking of hygiene, Slick, there's been talks on the internet about coochie hair. What's your thoughts on it? What's your initial thoughts on coochie hair? Do you prefer it? What type of design? Do you want her to put like an S on it, like the Superman logo? Like
S,
what's the?
I don't want to see no S. I don't want to see no K. I don't see no other letters. I don't. As I've gotten older, it doesn't bother me. I think when you're younger, you're like, oh, what's that supposed to look like? And then you know, the first time you know a girl that you take it down is you know, it's unshaven or it's not clean. It's like, okay, what's happening? What's going on here? But as you get older, you learn to appreciate it. It's like, you like the little natural. I mean, I don't want to see Afro Thunder. That's not my shit. Like if you out on like, because you know,
like if I could cornroll your shit, then mama, come on.
Yeah, like if I'm down there doing the Chow Chow 3000 and I'm even hair in my teeth, then it's a problem. But you know, a little fur doesn't bother me. A little hair. I think that it's just like as you get older. Like I got an older homie that was like, he like his ladies to have a little salt and pepper head down there. I was like, oh, you nasty nigga.
Bro, one of my guys, I'm not going to expose you, but you my guy though, but he got a sick ass fetish. He likes hairy coochie, and I'm not talking about just the prickly shit. You feel me? No, he likes, like he follows a page where girls wear bikini, and you can actually see the hair crawling out.
Oh yeah, nah, I don't want to see your pussy waves outside the bikini. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of that.
Like you could run a comb through it and it snap, crackle, pop.
I mean, to each their own. No, we don't fetish shame or kink shame on this side.
We got fetish shame that. Like just the niggas that create pages dedicated to that.
Why?
And people that makes content for that.
They probably getting money. They getting sponsored. Somebody's paying. Oh, post this one. Let me go get this one for me.
Imagine like what Urban Essence sponsor her or some shit.
She might
shampoo coochie hair. Go on down.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little coochie hair. Now the extra shit, yeah. Now I'm good on that. That's just my personal preference though. But
hey, Boogie, what's your thoughts as the woman?
You got to ask the question. You got to ask the question properly.
Go ahead.
At what length is the pooms off limits? That's the question.
That's a good question.
At what length? Like when do you? Because you know sometimes ladies be like, oh, I haven't shaven yet, not right now, or you know, hold on, we gonna take a shower. They do the quick little shave with a quick little nair. Some girls be like, what's the length? When you say, okay, he can still get it.
I personally never had like a guy complain about hair down there. I feel like I've been on like all sides of the spectrum of like how I upkeep it. And honestly, I feel like I don't want to call y'all childish for saying that having a lot of hair down there is like not it or whatever, but I just think like men and women are kept to like a different standard when it comes to that. Like guys down there, y'all be having actual hedges, all right? Like that shit be coming and tickling your chin. Okay.
I manscape. Relax.
That's a fact. Hold on. Speaking of that,
I don't know y'all like that, but just saying that there are a lot of guys that like they don't take that, like they don't even have that like self-consciousness about it. And so I feel like for women, like a lot of people have that ingrained self-consciousness because of like when they were younger. Personally, like I said, like I've never had a partner that's ever complained about like me at any length, and I think like I'll like try and be like, oh, to get out of, because maybe I just don't feel like getting out of my bed. I'll be like, oh, I haven't shaved, and they'll be like, I don't care, and I'll be like, well, damn.
Of course, that ain't stopping a real nigga. What the fuck? If there's coochie on the table,
y'all seem to be a little bit stopped. So
we're doing a podcast. We got entertainment, but at the end of the day,
no. This is me. That is me.
Oh, okay. I was throwing us a lifeboat over there.
You gotta save yourself. I'm not drowning.
You gotta part the hair a little.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not drowning in fur. I'm sorry, but carry on, B.
But over there, like, hey. Man, that shit ain't stopping nothing. Such like a period. That shit ain't stopping nothing but a sentence. We
Relax,
is lit
wait.
out here.
Hold on. Oh, I'm about to say, you saw that video Low Key Mar put out? You said ain't stopping.
Oh, yeah.
So that's you said on a period. That's how you feeling?
Depends on what day she's on. If she's close to the end,
or a heavy
put that
flow
blanket
day?
down and we ladies. Okay.
I'm just asking. Niggas is talking about eating it on the period.
But you do raise up a good point, A Boogie. Women need to start shaming guys on their hair shit. I ain't gonna hold you. And there's benefits, fellas. Let's be real. There's benefits of shaving your pubes, my nigga.
Actually,
pause. Your shit look way better. You feel me? And also you could take a nice picture of it and send it to your shorty over here. It's gonna look. You feel me? And also get the Manscaped. Not only get the Manscaped ball lotion and spray, because you feel me. You gotta make sure your shit is tip top form for the ladies.
We don't do free promo, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sponsor us too, Manscaped. Fuck out of here. You know, y'all sponsoring all these other bum ass podcasts. We lit. But I do agree with you, A Boogie. Men need to take care of their self down there. You know, there's no reason why girls are coughing up fur balls too while they going down there. But also women too. I'm still go there. I'm a weed whack at it. You feel me? I'm gonna go through that jungle. I'm gonna push through. You feel me? I'm gonna get my sword and slice on. You feel me? But hey, you know, make it a little easy for me. You feel me? Don't be having your shit over here on your natural hairstyles. You know, when girls take out their hair, they take out the wig and they be having a little, like, you feel me, them Paul Abdul, like the Patti LaBelle afros back in the day, the glass night. That they cut that shit off. We good on that side. Now, Avery, another reason why I got you on here is I'm giving out the sauce now, Slick, to the women. I'm giving out the free game. Hey, Boogie, you know, you have been done wrong by some niggas in the past, right?
Sure.
We are now offering a space. You know, too many times we hear, you know, men hate women and all that. So now we're offering a space for therapy and to give you free game about niggas. What do you want to know, or what things are you curious about niggas, and we gonna try our best to give you the best advice.
What I'm curious about, honestly, I don't even know if this is a curiosity. I think it's just a complaint. I feel like guys just don't really know what they want. And I know there's this whole thing about like, oh, well, if he's not doing these things, it's obviously because he doesn't want to. And that is a very valid thing to say. But I think it's a little weird when you're like, yeah, I don't want anything serious. And then the guy starts acting like boyfriendish. And then suddenly it's like,
whoa. What we gotta intel? What is boyfriendish? What is those activity consist of?
It's like asking you like, oh, are you talking to anybody else? Oh, do you like have like complaining about certain people's numbers showing up on your phone, like questioning what you're doing in your free time, questioning who you're hanging out with. That like jealousy aspect of it doesn't make sense to me. I think a lot of guys, even if you are casual, they're not like open to the idea of you being honest about the fact that you are talking to other people. And so like, I don't know, I feel like y'all just don't really know what you want. And then when you do want to be casual, you want to like, it's weird. I'm sorry. I don't want to cuddle with you casually. That's weird. Get away from me.
Oh, wait, you don't want to cuddle with the nigga? Oh, you a nigga yourself.
That's not what she meant. She's just not trying to play the game.
I just think it's so weird. I think it's so weird. I'm sorry. I like if a guy has like told me I want to do things casually, like after we've done it, I want to be out. I don't want to be there sitting on your couch talking to you because I'm honestly not that interested.
God damn. Yo, niggas out here, they don't want to hear no conversation no more. Drop the dick off and dip.
Actually?
Real? Well, shit. Okay, I guess it's different nowadays in these streets now. Slick, you go off. What's your advice?
She not wrong. She understands what's happening. It is weird. But I'll tell you what happens when we do it. Because niggas don't want the stress of being in a relationship, but they want all the privileges of being in a relationship. It's confusing, I know. A lot of niggas is more worried about being played out or being like, all right, cool. If I do something or I fuck up, we wasn't together. That is the ultimate scapegoat card that we have as niggas. Go ahead, B. You know I'm not lying.
No, you're not. But I also think that niggas do that shit because they see something that they don't want in you in the relationship, but niggas don't like to leave their girls for anything. Niggas is territorial. A girl could be treating us bad, mentally abusing us and all that, but as long as we getting some type of coochie, we're not gonna leave.
You're a victim. That is not the same thing. That is victim.
I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that's typically what you don't really hear too many times niggas leaving their girl unless like they publicly embarrassing them by cheating and getting pregnant by a lot of niggas or some shit.
And even men sometimes.
yeah. A lot of times you don't hear, you often hear shorty left him. So oftentimes a lot of guys like to give up the girl that they talking to. It's tough though.
It's all pride and ego. Like I'm fucking you.
Because
it's like because you own it.
Go ahead.
It's like it's not ownership, but it's like that's mine. Like relax. You know who you are. You know what it is. Anytime I get you know what it is. It's like don't fuck around. Don't be dumb. You can't go nowhere.
And also, it's also not to put it on women, but it's also what can I get away with, sort of thing. If I'm getting the milk for free, why buy the cow? Oh, that shit sounds so fucked up. I just lost all the coochie in the world by saying that.
You lost all the coochie in the world last week. You lost.
How?
That was wild.
It's a saying. It's a saying. I'm not calling women cows. It's just a saying. Thank you very much.
You're literally on camera saying women are cows.
Oh, I'm saving this.
Oh, good Lord Jesus. It's a saying. I'm not actually calling women cows. It's a saying. Why buy the milk? Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? So as a guy, if I'm getting, this is what happens when y'all fuck with fun niggas. If I'm getting coochie from you and I'm getting conversations and all that without the pressure of actually being entitled of your being, with the emotional labor and things of that nature, or the pressure of taking this further or building with you, why do I want to build with you then? Sort of thing. I'd rather just have you there and possibly get other girls in that same position and do that. It's not, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying.
Damn, Uncle Steve.
It's literally what is like. That's what sometimes I be telling my homegirls is, I gotta put your foot down.
You be snitching? You be snitching?
Yo, see, that's why I get upset when they say I hate black women, because I be helping black women all the time. They just don't listen to me. You feel me?
Wait, who said you hate black women? And should I be concerned?
Yes, you should. Listen to from episode like 28 to recently. From episode 28 to recently, there's a fuck B Breezy campaign by black women.
Hey, Boogie, you've been around me for years. What can you say about my character? Isn't it good?
I love you.
Thank you. Just stop it right there. Don't add no more.
No. That is skewed. Nope, that's skewed. Nope. Go ahead, continue. B only want the love. He don't want the give him the other side. But
just leave it right there.
No, stop being pussy. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Because we was talking about this a little pre-production. Go hard with your analysis. Because he loves when I get shitted on.
I don't think I have like a lot of bad things to say about Brian. I do genuinely really like you as a person. I think you are a great friend.
Would you date him if you were not friends? If you saw him out on the street?
That's such a weird question.
All right. Do you think B Breezy is boyfriend material? Would you put him on to one of your homegirls that's trying to settle down that you think is a baddie?
I did try once.
Oh shit!
Wait, what? You did? Wait, hold on.
Maybe you don't remember this. It was like at one of the picnics.
Don't say nobody name.
Yeah, don't give the picnic name or stuff like that. I don't think it's putting two together.
It was at a picnic. I did try. It didn't work out, but that's fine. It was very.
Wait, wasn't. Did I fuck up or?
No. I don't think you did anything wrong.
Okay, you asshole thing. Give it
I don't think
you're trying, Slick. Slick is trying to get me out here.
I turned off my video game for this. This is interesting. I'm having fun now.
Wait, so what happened? Wait, you put me on. What happened? She ain't fucking with the kid. She thought a nigga look lame or some shit out here.
Wasn't like. I think she just wasn't that good of a person. I'm not gonna lie.
She thought that he was mixy as fuck and wasn't trying to give him no play, didn't she?
Wow, you just added way so. She said it was her. It was her.
I said
yeah,
she.
I would think it was her. Honestly, I don't think it was.
Wait, she wasn't a good person. What happened? What's wrong with her? She toxic?
Oh yeah.
What she said?
Oh shit, she would just fuck me and leave me. That's what you're saying.
You know, probably.
What's her number?
I don't think that's a bad. I mean, not for you. Not for you.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Damn, you got a good character reference. I'm upset.
Thank you. All right, so just to finish up the therapy part, I just think women just. I like that y'all having y'all standards, but when you start talking to a guy, know what you want and stick with what you want. Oftentimes I talk to women and they're talking to guys, they kind of go on the guy's flow of things. I'm not saying to pressure guys into a relationship, but know what you want. Oftentimes I see girls who want relationships start talking to the guy and then automatically adopts the guy, go with the flow mentality. And I was like, no, if he's not mentally where you want him to, if he doesn't want what you want, such as a relationship, you skedaddle. Oftentimes women try to change guys, and I'm telling you, do not change a guy. That's why they tell you when a guy wants to do it, he's going to do it. Y'all often think y'all can change guys, and y'all can't. He's going to change for himself. You just go to the guy that has the similar mindset that you want.
Brian, that is so boring. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you see, this is why I can't help. This is why I give the sauce out and they don't listen, Slick. So this is why I don't have no problem doing this on the episodes no more. Because I just talked to my homegirl the other day and she still ran into that red flag. So
I am all for the delusion. Honestly, it's 2023. Be delusional, be yourself. There's no point because somebody that wants you is going to try and lock you down. And it's probably not going to be that person that you with. But hey,
keep it on the low, though. Women, keep it on the low. Just as we talked about when women talk about fun niggas and having a conversation about fun niggas. We know that shit happens. Slick and I have been a fun nigga back in our past. We know this shit occurs. Yeah, nigga, I'm joking with you.
Wow. Fuck it, you're right. It was what a time to be alive. You absolutely correct.
We've been fun niggas, but when y'all start going on social media talking about it, that's when guys look at y'all different and start be like, okay, and also how you present yourself too. You present yourself in a way you look like you enable fun niggas. If you look like you enable fun niggas gonna arrive.
Damn, Cosby, relax.
All right, for our last section. So, hey Boogie, we do this choose one scenario where we do the wildest would you rather, okay? So this week, I have a funny one. Would you rather loudly orgasm every time you cough or come every time you sneeze? Choose one.
You gave her a fair one because normally you pick some
you
wild
know what?
shit.
Yeah.
As somebody with bad allergies, I think I'd rather do the coughing thing than the sneezing. Because, like, when you sneeze, okay, anybody that's a woman that's listening to this knows that when you're in your period and you sneeze, there's, like, a gush. So if you come when you sneeze, then, like, that's so messy.
You gonna have a bloody ass mess in your pants. That's what you're saying.
Well, that's a thing. It's really, that's a thing.
So when you sneeze, the pussy fart, that's what you're saying?
It's not that. It just like clenches, I guess.
Oh, since it's already bleeding, it's just like, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, now, Slick, you have allergies. You was just fucked up on the episode a couple weeks ago. I know you're not picking the sneeze one, are you?
But that's only like for summer. That's during the summer. I just can't wear. I have to wear thick pants because it's gonna be messy. But the cough shit. So does it? If I sneeze, say it one more time. I wasn't listening. So
would you? So if you cough, you loudly orgasm. So if you,
so it's like, oh,
what?
So is that?
Now, if you sneeze, you achoo. Oh, you
achoo. Oh, okay. I don't know. I might take the cough, man, because all nuts are not created equal. So you mean if I cough?
No, it says loudly orgasm. So you hooping and hollering. You home.
They're just gonna think I got Tourette's. It's okay. I can't be my regular profession. I'll find something else. I'm taking the sneeze.
There was a girl I knew. She used to sound like she was having an orgasm every time she sneezed.
Wait, what?
It would be like a chew and it like that every single time, without fail. And it was
You
like
still in contact with her?
Stop trying to fuck all her friends, bro. What's wrong with you?
Hey, that's what homegirls are for. That's what we need to talk about.
That hot ass sweater.
When you friends with a girl, you gotta throw up the alley, man.
That hot ass sweater got you extra horny. Relax.
You know what, Brian? I would never try and put one of my friends on you again because you have yet to try and put any of your friends on me. And I
oh shit! Oh, Brian, you withholding the hoes from the homegirls. Look at that. Oh,
I'm saving you, mama. I'm with demons and goblins. I'm trying to save you over here. Yes.
Damn. B Cosby.
I hang around demons and goblins. I ain't trying to get you hurt. You feel me? You know?
Damn, bro.
Brian,
you full of
I
shit.
think the demons and goblins are not in my phone already.
Oh shit.
Damn, that was what a rebuttal.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a nice clapback. That was a good one. All right, I mean, if you want me to send the demons, cool. But I don't want to hear on social media niggas ain't shit. Oh, I don't want you exposing a nigga. Matter of fact, expose some of these niggas because I need to know something.
I've never exposed anybody. It was only one time.
No, you come from a friend group that be exposing niggas over here. That be doing a whole long Instagram stories about how they caught the nigga cheating with their girlfriend and lied about it and all that other stuff.
Damn, niggas lie about that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Is that exposing or am I doing a service?
All right, thank you, A Boogie, for being on this episode.
God damn.
Appreciate you. All my demons and goblins, I'm gonna put her information in the description. Go follow her and tell her I sent you. And you know, well, she said it's 2023. Live life. So hey, if you're looking to go with the flow or boyfriend material, she with all. She with everything. She lit. You feel me? I'm a thought. Get me lit. You heard?
All right. You gotta relax.
All right. Please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If any branded deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. I'm the host with the most, Mr. Hen Duncan, Hemi Turner, Hemi Buckley. BB's AK Poppy Sazon.
It's your boy Slick. We out of here, y'all. We see y'all next week. Peace.
The cow.
Just take the beats. Try and tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.